I didn't really like. I still follow the rules, except when it came to outside. I'm sorry, when I'm outside and I feel that breeze, how you gonna tell me no?
Fresh air.
What are you talking? Exactly. All them trees are not there for nothing. Are you stupid?
All them trees, bro. All them trees. I'm telling you.
I'll be walking through forests. I never used to go for walks in forest or go for hikes.
I agree, though.
That's what I'm
Pandemic
saying.
opened up a lot of, like, it opened me up to nature, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
100%. I gotta pick up a new mammoth mug, man.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah, mine dropped.
Oh, you dropped it?
Yeah, and the cat bus.
That's
the cat bus. It'd be like that though.
You can't salvage that one.
But yo, they have new ones now. It's like like a thermos.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Seen them at Hertz.
At Hertz? Of all places?
I lie?
That makes no sense.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, Lee, my brother. It's been a minute.
It's been
a minute.
yo, bro. Like what? 4 years?
Yo, that's a long ass time.
2019. Yo, it's been like 4 years, bro.
Damn, bro. Since pandemic days.
Since pandemic.
Rockin'. Cause when you pull up a when? Like what, 2019 or some shit?
2019, I left.
Oh, you left at 2019, so what, 2018, 2017
yeah,
or something like that?
Before that, 2018. It would have been 2018.
Shit.
Because COVID hit. And that place was not seeing me COVID. It was not.
Did you get sick?
Nah.
You never got sick, right?
Never got sick.
Me neither.
Never got sick.
Right.
I never got sick, bro.
All right. Because it's kind of simple. I ain't gonna. It's not hard to get, like, hard. You know, to stay healthy and shit.
Oh, God, bro.
It's just that no one's really thinking about it. And then all, like, the people in the medical feel like, it's more than that. It's more than that. No, it's not.
It's not.
Because you technically... Okay, here's the thing. Watch this now. The way I followed this shit was I listened to everything that they said in the past. So everything they're saying about eating healthy, eating right, going outside, daily activity, everything like that to stay healthy and not get sick. They said this information way back when in the early 2000s.
100%.
I listened to that shit. And that's what got me through it. And now all that new information they're putting out, I'm like, this is bullshit. You're meaning to tell me that I'm supposed to wear a mask outside when I'm supposed to be breathing oxygen?
I'm literally wearing a mask to breathe out all the toxins in my lungs to breathe it back in because the mask is not doing anything.
Exactly.
Unless you have underlying health issues, I understand.
Absolutely.
100%. But if you're young, healthy, that thing was not doing nothing. I'm sorry.
It wasn't hard to resist.
I'm sorry.
You wear, of course, you're supposed to wear your mask. I'm not saying that you're not supposed to, but there's certain times and places where you're supposed to wear it and not supposed to wear it.
And not supposed to wear it.
It's as simple as that.
Because I was not against the mask. I was just against it being forced in certain aspects of areas where we would freely not have to be wearing a mask.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
I didn't really like. I still follow the rules, except when it came to outside. I'm sorry, when I'm outside and I feel that breeze, how you gonna tell me no?
Fresh air.
What are you talking? Exactly. All them trees are not there for nothing. Are you stupid?
All them trees, bro. All them trees. I'm telling you.
I'll be walking through forests. I never used to go for walks in forest or go for hikes.
I agree, though.
That's what I'm
Pandemic
saying.
opened up a lot of, like, it opened me up to nature, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
100%. 100%.
I just looked at shit different because I'm like, yo, am I really in a forest walking right now? Mind you, by myself sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. I've seen animals I've never seen before.
You know?
Creatures.
What? The first time I saw a blue jay. I was different. I'm like, them shits are real.
Yeah. They're not just in the books, bro. They're not just in the books, man.
Freaking see cardinals and shit. I'm like, oh, that's what a cardinal is. Yo, that shit red as fuck. Like,
yo, I'm telling you, bro.
It
just opened up my eyes, man. It's just like, a part of me is glad it happened, but a part of me also is really sad to see what it did to people and the environment. But, like, it opened up a lot of people's eyes to just understanding that, like, yo, you need to take your health seriously and you need to do your research.
I disagree. I ain't gonna hold you because the way... No, you're right. But I only disagree with you on the part where it's like, it opened people's eyes. Because personally, I think a lot of people's eyes will close.
Ooh. Okay, I hear that perspective.
Yeah.
I hear that perspective.
Because think about it, like, a lot of people saw it as you're trapped inside.
It took away people's freedoms.
Exactly. And you see all the people complaining and shit, talking
100%.
about, I don't get to go out and do things with my friends. I'm like, yes, you can. It's just that you're asking for a lot in a time period where you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? They want to go to a club. They want to go outside. They want to go have drinks. Oh, no. You still can do that.
You still can do that.
In the yard. You see? What's his name? Was it Doug Ford? Tell people Tananayad.
My guy Doug Ford. Dougie. Tananayad. What? I don't know how he said it, but...
I don't know how he said it.
Yeah, bro. Dougie, we love you, bro. We love you, Dougie.
Hey,
bro.
there's no one was stopping you from having well, then again, there were people stopping you from having a barbecue.
There's a lot of people stopping from having a barbecue.
Yeah. That one lady with the phone and the glasses, I still hate it to this day. I'm like, you just stopping greatness. Like, how dare you? You could have got a plate.
Yo, they took that seriously though, man.
I don't understand. Like, you're thinking backwards. You're really thinking backwards because realistically, yeah, they're having fun. You're just mad that you're not having fun too. That's all it is.
No, exactly.
Because they probably have that one family where it's like they don't mess with her. So she's alone on her ones.
She's not getting invited out to them.
And then she's like, if I'm not having fun, nobody's having fun.
Misery loves company.
That's what I'm saying.
Misery loves company.
It gets ridiculous. Because it's like, I'm sitting here listening and watching this shit. I'm like, you people have nothing to do. And it's not like you people as a specific group, but in general.
In general.
Because it's like, there's so many things you can do. The way I was seeing people on their bikes riding around in the neighborhood like back in the day.
Roller skating, skateboarding, kids outside.
Running around and shit.
In the parks. Parks were a ghost town.
That's what it's because they try to close it off because like, oh, it's a breeding ground for COVID. Like, how? How? You can't sanitize? It's not hard to sanitize yourself. You can't wash your hands and look at 1, 2. You know what I'm
1, 2?
You know what I mean? Like, it's not difficult. These things aren't hard to do.
They were handing these out for free.
And still nobody was taking it seriously. And you know what? You want to know why? Because everyone's more worried about toilet paper.
Yo. Yo. How are we going to the Walmart, the No Frills,
Costco,
Food Basics, Loblaws, nothing on the racks? Y'all really want to pull up with carts of toilet paper? Yo, didn't a man buy like $800,000 worth of toilet paper? Fam, I don't understand it.
What are you making, a fort? You're making a fort, my nigga? What are you doing?
I didn't understand it.
That's how lost people are, though. That's what I'm saying. It closed a lot of people's eyes. Because if you were smart, you would stock up on food so you don't have to go to the grocery store and be around people all the time. But you wanted toilet paper for your doo-doo ass.
Brother, that's one thing I can't even wrap my head around until this day. Toilet paper was the number one product. Toilet paper.
It made no sense. I sit back and I'm like, wow. Y'all are really stupid. Y'all are really this stupid. Because this is a serious thing right now. Oh, boy. It's just interesting because, like, as much as I can joke around about it, at the end of the day, that's still people's mental health. So they were exposed to something new, so sudden, and they weren't prepared for what they could do or what they could have done during that time, which is unfortunate because it's not hard to prepare.
At all.
A lot of times you just got to think on the fly. You just have to have some common sense.
Which isn't that common these days.
Which just doesn't make sense to me because, like, it's not hard to just use your brain for a little bit. You know, it's not like you're writing an essay or anything. You're just thinking in a way where it's like, this is like liable. Like, this is like better for myself.
Literally.
It's not hard.
People make things a lot more difficult than they have to be. Human beings. Specifically, human beings.
That's how it goes.
Man.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, this is a health episode, clearly. So welcome back to the Match My Energy podcast. I'm Randy. I'm here with
Omari, Flyguysauve, you know what it is.
Oh shit, tags too, eh?
Tags too. We got tag.
Original Anomaly, you know the vibe. Shit.
We gotta tag it.
Nah, you're right. Ah, shit. Like I said, it's been a minute since we linked up. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to have little talks, but it never. You know, we don't have the time to have a big conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
But now we do.
That's what I'm saying.
So I feel like this is gonna be a good one.
We live now. We live.
Nah, for real. Out here in the DIY studios. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is.
Exactly.
You know what it is. Black on black. You know what
Facts. But I stay colored.
It's colors, man. It's colors.
For real.
Brighter spectrum. Colors.
For real. So, like I said, it's going to be a health episode. Health and fitness episode. So, you can already figure out what we're going to be talking about. We kind of brushed on the dark days already. We're still going to talk about it a little bit more later on. But right now, we're just trying to introduce it and shit. Try to give you a vibe for what the episode is and shit. So, first we're going to deal with health, fitness. Start there. Just keep it simple. We'll talk about foods to eat, foods not to eat, working out, importance of working out type shit, all that. Then we're going to move on to the misconceptions of working out. The lies that people are telling other people to make them believe and buy their product, which is complete bullshit, which screws up the pool for actually being healthy. Major. As well as I do want to talk about the unfortunate death of Jacky O. I touched on it a little bit earlier, but I really want to dive into it because I found new information as to why she died. And it really sucks. I ain't gonna hold you. It really sucks because she didn't need to do it. And finally, just touch on mental health again. Because it's all linked to your overall health. You can be physically healthy and you can be healthy, like mentally healthy. You need both if you really want to be great, essentially.
100%.
So,
100%.
Let's start from the top, Mr. Workout God himself.
Ooh, well, you know. I pray to the man above.
No, absolutely.
I pray to the man above.
See, you got a couple scriptures on your damn arms and shit.
I stay humbly faithful to my God.
Nigga, I never seen your arms this big last time.
Yo, you put me on the spot, man. You know, I work hard for this, but
put you on the spot. You put yourself on the spot. You wanna know why? The heck, wearing short sleeves.
I wasn't wearing sweaters still, but outside is beautiful. Finally, beautiful weather.
Absolutely. I'm loving this weather outside right now, bro. You have no idea. This is what we need. That winter shit is fun, but I need that.
That winter is not fun.
Well, for me it is.
I hear you.
Because I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I do during the winter already. Because I'm out in Blue Mountain. My skis are up there. It's behind there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really be doing that shit. That's my hobby for winter. It gets me through the winter. I do have my shit that I do in the summer, but for winter, I got my shit. Now, for y'all niggas.
Nah, I. Summer, baby. Nah, I.
Say less. Saying you're ready for Bana, eh?
You know, I'll be playing the steel drums this year.
Oh, you're not mask no more?
I'll be playing the steel drums this year. This year, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna bring it back to my glory days.
Going back to the roots.
Shout out Pan Fantasy, #1 steel band in Toronto. Just gotta say that out there.
Yeah, that's what's up still, man. I love all plugs. You gotta share this shit with people, you know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna survive. You can't do this shit alone. So, let's start with the first question. What does fitness mean to you? That's a heavy one right there.
Man, I'd say overall, fitness is mind and body. Fitness is more than just fitness gym. Overall daily movements that we overlook, bending down, picking up things. It's an extension of our bodies. So I'd say overall fitness is an extension of how you physically perform and how you mentally perform in that state of being active. Whether it's not being in the gym, whether it's you're going out to work, whatever it is, babysitting the kids, like whatever you do, like fitness plays a really heavy aspect in how we kind of perform our day-to-day lives, and it needs to be a part of everyone's life. I feel as though like whatever you're doing, I don't care how old you are, being active, being fit is a must.
Nah, you preaching right now.
It's a must.
Right off the bat, first question, this guy's already preaching. You have no idea. Because here's the thing. We live in a society where everyone's lazy nowadays. What do you have to say for that?
Honestly, I could even say before I started taking fitness seriously, bro, like I was lazy. Like, you don't want to work for things. You want things to come to you. You just want to wake up one morning and be like, I'm these. I got a 6-pack. I got this. I got that. I got money. I have life situated, but not like. There comes a point in time where you're gonna wake up one morning, and you're just gonna you want to change. Like you want your life to look a certain way, and you're gonna have to work for it. No matter how many hours that is, you're gonna have to work for it.
So I got another question then, because like I said, we live in a very lazy society right now. So the thing is that a lot of people do not want to change, regardless if it's for the benefit or not. What do you have to say for that? Yeah, so I'm giving you difficult questions right now.
I appreciate the question. I mean,
I'm trying to get you thinking, you know?
Yo, honestly, everybody's different.
Yeah.
I can't speak. Everybody's situation, everyone on their life path starts at a different step, starts in a different lane, starts on a different hill. You might be on level 2, another person might be on level 5, another person might be on level 10.
Shit, so I might be on the practice level. There's still no tutorial.
Yo, bro. Oh, God, bro. I still got the free trial. Yeah, no, honestly, like...
It's here's the thing. When it comes to people like that, I understand that you're clearly stubborn. You're clearly stubborn. I'm helping you. These people are clearly stubborn. So, based on taking what you're saying, right? Everyone's on their own level, of course, right?
100%.
It's completely understandable and shit. If you do not want to change and stay stuck in your ways, I will pray for your success, because at the end of the day, no matter how much you say you don't want to change, you will change. It's as simple as that.
100%. So that's one thing also. So you can want the best for whoever it is that's caught in this complete cycle of being lazy, but until they actually see kind of how they're deciding to live their life and where that next level can take them, all you can honestly do is encourage. If they're not listening to the encouragement, I mean, personally, I would pray for them, because there's a lot of power in prayer. If you don't believe prayer, I would humbly ask you to think twice, try it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, honestly, the best thing you can do is just probably just pray for that person. Just words of encouragement, whatever the case may be. Yeah, because, again, I was stuck in a state. I'll make it personal. Like, I was stuck in a state where, like, insanity. Like, you want change, but you're not doing anything to change your circumstance, and nothing is going to change in that cycle at all until you make that step.
Personally, I think everyone is stuck in that state. I ain't gonna lie. It's just, are you gonna wake up and actually go out and do the work?
100%. So again, it's like it's mental. It's mental clarity, but mental strength as well, because it will fall back on where you are mentally. If you're mentally strong and you have a support system that's pushing you, 100%, sky's the limit. But if you're in a state where even your circle, whoever you're around, family, friends, cousins, uncles, enemies, acquaintances, friends, if they're not pushing you, if you don't have a support system and you're still on that level, like, it's difficult. 100% difficult.
So if you go on that, then here's the thing. So when I went on my journey back in COVID, I didn't really have that system, because it was just me by myself. There are people that cheered me on, but I didn't expect those cheers, right? So if you based on what you're saying, it's like if I was supposed to have like all these people support me, so there'll be no problem. But I did it without it. So that puts me in a whole new level now.
100%.
Because I did it without all that extra
validation. 100%.
Exactly, right? So for me to do what I did during that time, then that really shows that, like, it's not only important, that's a lifestyle.
100%.
This is what I live by now.
So to touch on that,
yeah.
sorry not to cut you off.
Okay.
To touch on that, so again, I feel like that really does fall on your characteristics, because you had that developed in you from before.
Right.
So, like, you're not a person who's going to back down, take the L, this is my circumstance, but I want change, so I'm just going to kind of just be lazy. Mm-hmm. No, like, you work towards it because mentally you equipped yourself to get to where you need to get to.
Mm-hmm.
you saw the vision
before
the vision came to fruition.
That's a fact. Vision's gone, but that's a fact.
We're working on that. We're working on that, though. We're working on that.
It's things that happen that just push me into a new state where it's like I'm stuck in limbo right now. And I have to figure out, how do I get back to where I was before?
And again, life happens to everyone, but you always have a choice. We always have a choice.
Yeah. You're
either going to, this is happening, I'm going to crawl into a cave, or you're going to be like, this is happening, but I'm going to conquer it because I know who I am, where I'm going. There's two choices. There's limbo, but there's two choices.
Yeah. I think right now, honestly, I might be stuck in that cave right now. Because, like, I'll touch on it on another episode, but what I can say is, like, I'm put into a new state where it's like I really got to evaluate everything and figure out what's going on around me and shit because I'm getting older nowadays. So, like, it's not like I'm doing this for the health's sake of, like, to stay young or anything like that. This is for me. This is for living.
100%.
Which is for everyone, right? When you're trying to get healthy, you're doing this to live longer on this planet. It's just that, of course, there's other forces out there that are around you that will say otherwise. But the least you can do for yourself is stay healthy so you don't have to worry about a lot of other things that could happen to you right now.
100%. Daily investments for long-term gain.
Exactly. So what I'm going through right now is like I said, I'm stuck in a limbo, but at the same time, it's like I have to it's like I'm forcing myself to forget the things that made it work. And it's like, it's almost like torture. It's like self-torture. Like, I'm trying to forget the things that made things how it was. And right now it's like, I have to torture myself to forget these things so I can get back on track. But I'm stuck because it's torture. Right? So it's hard right now for me personally to kind of break through and really get back on track. Because I have all the equipment around me to make this work. I don't need to go to the gym or anything like that all the time. If you see me in the gym, that's for social reasons. I'm there to talk.
Fair.
Because here's the thing. When I'm in the gym and I'm lifting, people come to me. I'm not trying to be self-centered type shit or anything like that. This is what happens when you show people that you're putting in work. People want to be around that kind of person. And it happens naturally within the gym.
100%.
When I used to go to the YMCA and I used to do high reps on everything that I did. And not high reps, high weight, sorry. On everything I did. People come around me like, yo, I'm trying to get strength like you. What do I got to do? I need help. I'm like, come sit down. I'll run you through it. And then boom, a whole new friendship just like that.
100%.
A whole new network just like that, out of nowhere. The amount of times when I'm deadlifting and people are like, bro, that's 4 plates. Why are you throwing that? How do I get to that? Listen, come here. I'll start you off with 2. I'll show you what I did to get to 4. And it just go from there. Same thing on bench. How the hell you throwing around 3 plates? My brother.
Let me put you on game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust me.
Squat. What the fuck? Same thing. Friggin' even a leg press. Because here's the thing. This one time at the YMCA, right? I said, I'm not going to think right now. Let me just do this. And I just kept repping and repping and repping to the point where I just started adding weight. And now it's just weight with low rep. Just more weight. Next thing you know, the shit's maxed out. I'm still doing 10 reps with the thing. So I'm like, how do I put more? I start looking around. I see all these plates, but no way to put them on. But I look at the barbell. I'm like, wait. I can put this barbell on this shit and then add more weight.
Literally.
So I added 5. I put the barbell on, added 5 more plates. And then did a couple reps with that. Everyone's looking at me like, yo, we need plates too.
There's always those people in the gym, man. Always, man.
And then I looked around like, oh shit, I really do have it. Because I zoned out, right?
Well, now you're focused.
Exactly. Yeah, right? So next thing you know, people are like, yo, I got to build some leg strength like you, my boy.
Yo, I'm telling you, people gravitate towards the guy who's working the hardest in the gym.
Exactly.
Constantly.
And it's not even about how you look a lot of the time. It's about, you can look nice, but the person beside you might be fucking pushing themselves
harder in the gym longer.
Exactly.
Doing different exercises that no one else is doing in the gym. I'm telling you, leave your ego at home. People are in the gym to work out. No one's in the gym to look at you, to see how much weight you're throwing off. Like, master the weight and get to where you need to get to. But, like, I 100% agree with you. Like, people will naturally gravitate towards you if you're literally the hardest worker in the gym.
So I'm just gonna go off track a little bit. What do you say about the women in the gym? And they be on their shit talking about, y'all not supposed to be watching me like that. Y'all.
So, okay, this is my thing respectfully.
Take your time.
No. Like, I can't speak. Okay, I can't speak for every woman, and I don't know their circumstance. I don't know what they went through outside of the gym that had them or has them feeling as though, like, they're like either unsafe or there's men looking at them in the gym.
Yeah.
Again, don't get me wrong, like, there are dudes in the gym that, do that.
We know them.
I can't speak. I can't speak for them.
We can't tell you who, but we know them.
But you like I would just gauge it because, like, you will know who's in the gym for themselves and who's in the gym looking for validation and who's in the gym just to be in the gym to see females work out, this and that. And, like, again, like, I've been in. I shared this story with a friend. I've been in the gym working out. I'm in LA Fitness. I'm in the back. I'm doing overhead shoulder presses.
Like,
banging them out. This girl pulls up to the front. Right in front of me. Right?
Come on.
Respectfully.
First class.
I'm in the gym to work on myself. I'm not in the gym looking for no validation, but I know I look good. I'm humble. Anyways. She decides to do RDLs with the dumbbell.
Box side, and I know exactly what those are. Yeah. Front row seat.
Yo, why you like this? So, respectfully, like, the outfit is not helping, and, like, at this point in my life, like, I'm not even, again, cool to you, kudos to you, you feel confident, 100%. I take my barbell, I shift over, right? So I'm like, I'm not gonna look directly at you, because, like, again, you're in my peripheral, but I'm trying to focus on my workout. I'm not trying to see what you're doing, what you like. It is what it is. So I shifted over respectfully, still doing my workout, but it just goes to show that, like, sometimes it's not even the guys, but we're just put in really hard situations to where you need to make a decision. So as a guy, like, I mean, for me at least, like, I'm gonna shift over, I'm gonna do my exercise, bounce. But to someone who, again, I'm not judging men, but if you're more so on that realm in mind, then you're gonna, like, do whatever you gotta do. You're gonna look, you're gonna stare, you're gonna do whatever you want to do. But again, sometimes as men, we get put in those situations and it's a test. 100% it's a test. Some girls seek the validation. They want you to know that they're looking at them. And then some girls are just, yeah, it's tough.
I understand, like, you look good, your outfit fine as hell, shit tight than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You look good.
Bro, like, we can see your veins. Like, I see your pulse. It's wild.
These girls out here looking like Power Rangers. That shit tight than a motherfucker.
It's wild. No, but, like, it's crazy. It's honestly really crazy. But, like, respectfully, like, that's now become the gym environment. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like looking good in the gym. I like matching fits. All that.
A bunch of pink and yellow Rangers all over the place.
Hey, if we got a morph, right? But, yo, call me the Orange Ranger today. But no, respectfully, like, yeah, that's just the environment in the gym now. Depending on what gym you go to, if it's more commercial, it's gonna be a little different. If it's more like, again, LA. Good life. I mean, it is what it is. Every gym will have their own, but respectfully, it's tough. It's tough. That's a tough question.
It's a tough question because there's so many aspects that deals with that one topic, right? Because that's a possibility. Another possibility is like the girl's there, she look good and shit, but everyone's staring, and now she's in an uncomfortable position where she's like, I don't even want to be here right now.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And then she got to go run away into some sort of corner and shit, just, you know? But people will still try to walk over and say what's up.
Well, it's crazy because, I mean, there is that whole, Swat is killing me. There is this whole, like, TikTok thing with, this girl who was literally filming herself working out, and I think she was doing, hip thrusts. Mm-hmm. And she was trying to put the plate, or take the plate off the barbell, and the guy came to help her take the plate off the barbell. And she's like, nuh-uh. Yeah, but she took it as, oh, like, this guy's a creep. This guy's looking at me, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's crazy how you could be in a state of innocence and mean well, but it gets manipulated into something that you literally were not even trying to do in the first place.
Thing, like, a lot of times when shit like that happens in the gym, it's a big body motherfucker coming to a little girl, a little small petite girl talking about, let me help you. And it just comes off as, get away, you know? So it's even hard to even read it like that.
Exactly.
But you got to be in the right mind space to say, look, this shit is stuck on me and I can't get this off. I need help. But if you're so stuck in a way where it's like, get away from me, girl, you're going to be stuck there for a long ass time. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
And there are videos out there where that has happened to women.
100%.
Like, they get stuck or the weight's on them and they can't get off. They're calling out for help. Nobody's coming over.
100%. So, again, I feel for it on both sides. Again, there's creeps out there. Like, there's literally dudes who go to the gym. Like, I've been to the gym. I went to the gym on Tuesday. I'm working out. There's this old guy beside me, probably like in his late 40s. There's a woman working on my left and a woman working out on my right. And he's sitting on the bench and he's literally just eyes are shifty.
But like that's what you see shifty. From.
And like I want to call him out on it because again, I completely see this happen all the time.
But it's not your place.
Again, like depending on the situation, if I could kind of gauge if either or women were feeling uncomfortable, I'd call him out on it 100%. But because woman on my left was working out with a guy, cool. And there was a lot of people in that environment, there was no need for me to kind of delegate, be superhero, like I'm not putting on the cape. But like again, you have to gauge the environment, but again, I'm just I see it both sides. I see it both sides. 100%.
No, as long as you can see both sides, then you can really navigate the gym by yourself. That's the thing, cause the gym is a very tricky environment now. Cause even when you look at girls like setting up their phones and shit, and their cameras and shit, yeah, like they're going to put it on their Instagram and shit. Here's the thing, though. I found this out recently. These OnlyFans motherfuckers are ruining the gym experience because now they're filming their content in the gym, and you know how they get down.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. So some of the incidents where the girls like, yo, get the fuck away from me type shit, right? When you look into the girls and you search them up on Instagram or wherever their socials tag them to, under the shit, one little link says OnlyFans. So now it's even more fucked up. I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot or like disrespect, but it makes it more confusing. That's why you see a lot of dudes just backing away half the time in those little video clips, cause they ain't want no problems
at all.
You know?
At all. Again, it's a tricky place to be in, but I feel as though like again a lot of it, what I've realized just because I've been to a lot of gyms. I've had my fair share of gym memberships. Mm-hmm. The clientele of the gym plays a huge role. If I'm going to a gym and everybody's on this mindset of, listen, I'm building, I'm here to build. Mm-hmm. Like the gym is literally a place where I get to let go. I get to be whoever I want to be. I want to work out. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like that doesn't cross your mind at all. But like, some of these like beginner gyms, people just strolling in, like you don't know what kind of mindset these people are in walking into the gym.
That's planet. And it's not like it's not like what you said, be who you want to be. It's be who you see yourself to be. You know?
100%. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, this is a gym.
Better put.
Yeah, because this is a gym. So we all here for something. Regardless if it's to look better, feel better, or be better. We're here to just get better, period.
100%.
This is what the gym is for.
It's you versus you in the gym. It's
always.
That's what it should be, and that's what I like. I stand by. Like mentally, where the gym has taken me, it's brought a lot of mental strength and a lot of mental focus, and especially when you start to see the results, which do not come overnight, by the way. It has a really powerful shift, both mentally, physically, spiritually.
It's just important for real. I want people the takeaway from this is for people to understand that when you're working out or you're trying to get healthy or you're just trying to be fit in general, this is something where it's your own personal journey, and you need to understand that the person beside you is not on that journey. So you can't always be with this person. You got to walk this shit by yourself. People need to start learning that. You might have a group of people that you walk in with, but if you guys go in there and stay together, you're not going to get nowhere. If you go in there and scatter and do your own shit, then reconvene at one, central location, all right, cool. You're still on your purpose.
I will say, again, if you do work out in a group, it's not even to say, you won't get to where you, want to get to physically, but the journey might just be a little longer.
Yeah.
But, again, it depends on the focus of the group, a lot of different factors, but I do hear you. That's a valid point.
Also, it depends on, how, not fast, but how efficient do you want to get to your goal.
Yes.
That's the thing. If you want to efficiently get to your goal, you're going to have to walk alone sometimes. And that's how it goes.
And that's really important. I will say there are people who don't feel comfortable going to the gym by themselves. And that's okay. Again, we all start in different journeys. Sometimes you might just need that motivational push. You might need an online coach. You might need a personal trainer. Again, the gym could be overwhelming if you're not mentally equipped to kind of delegate what to do, how to do it. But there will come a time, 100% I agree with you, that you do need to walk and have that confidence to work out by yourself and know that you're giving yourself 100%. Even if it's 10%. I don't care if you go to the gym and you do 2 exercises and you leave. Maybe not the most efficient, but again, every day is a battle, and at least you put in your 10, 20, 30%. I prefer that than a goose egg.
That's a gateway. It's a simple gateway. If you go into the gym and you say, let me just do these 2 exercises and go, that's a gateway to get you started.
100%. Stepping stone, 100%.
Everyone needs to start somewhere, regardless if you're going in there for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Those are gateways to get you to get back in
100%.
to the gym. So it's okay to be in there for a short amount of time. As long as you're still going and building upon yourself and trying to get better, and not necessarily trying to get better, or you're trying to find how to get into that kind of purpose, keep going.
100%.
That's all you need. Just keep going.
I will say, your regiment is 100%, it's important. You do need a regiment, and you need, a structure.
Absolutely.
If you have no foundation and you're going into anything aimlessly, you will lose motivation. 100%.
Honestly.
You will not take it seriously. I should say you won't take it seriously, but you just you won't get the results you're looking for if there is no foundation laid down. 100%.
I think you just described today's generation.
What I'm realizing, again, there came a point in time in life where, again, I feel as though, growing up, I mean, don't get me wrong, you might have stumbled across this thought where, you want a handout. But right now, again, I grew up differently. Again, parents, immigrants, it's a different kind of spectrum where, working class, parents worked. I was, hammered into me, you need to work for what you want. It's not you wake up one morning, here's a car, or here's money for lunch, or here's that. It did not work that way in my household, at all. So, again, it's a different generation now. Things are easier. There's more information. There's a lot more ways, and like again, things. It's different generation. Different generation.
Like the way it goes for us, like 90% or 95% of the shit that we have is paid for, and that other 5 or 10%, that's a gift, and you're lucky to get that gift. You know.
100%.
Like I understand what you're talking about. Like you got to work to get your shit.
100%.
That's how it goes for us.
100%.
Like a lot of these people, they love their handouts. Yeah, those handouts are cool, but those handouts are gonna burn out. You know, you're not gonna get that shit forever.
Not even burn out, but there's a lot of reward in putting in the effort, knowing that you worked for what you obtained. And like, especially when it comes to fitness, dividends. When I started out, listen, like arms were the cord. I'm not kidding to like arms were the cord. Like I'm not kidding to you guys. Like
flex on them one time.
Nah, I ain't gonna do all that.
Nigga,
but
you're promoting yourself on the podcast.
I ain't gonna do all that. I ain't gonna do all that. You can just I ain't gonna do all that. But yo, like there is so much like
nigga looking like Ghost from Power.
Yo, shout out Omari Hardwick real quick. That's my guy, bro. She had to kill him off, though.
He ain't dead. Come on, he was killed off screen, bro.
No, nah, he dead.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Tariq?
Fuck that nigga.
You're there first. Nah. So like, there's a lot of reward in knowing how hard you worked for it, and like when you see the journey, when you look back, and you're like, listen, there's days I didn't feel like going to the gym. Still went. There's days I missed meals. Cool. Like, every day is not gonna look the greatest for you. Every day, I wouldn't go by the scale. Like, I'm telling you, if you compare your months and how much daily investments you put into your fitness, food, nutrition, and you look forward, you fast forward, I'm telling you, once you see the results and you compare your pictures, take your before and after pictures 100%. That's one thing I will say. Like, it will blow your mind to know where you came from and where you're going and what you, like, I look at it like you're sculpting. Like, you're literally just in the gym. You're, like, in the mirror. And, like, a lot of people, like, make fun of people who look at themselves in the mirror. But I'm just like, bro, like, I'm literally in the gym sculpting. Like, if I want bigger shoulders, it's a heavy shoulder day. Like, if I want bigger biceps, I'm focusing on my biceps. If you want a six-pack, again, everybody has a six-pack, just gotta get that body fat percentage a little low. But, I mean, nutrition does play a heavy role. But, again, like, you're sculpting yourself, and you need to put in the work. It's not gonna be done for you. You could do these spray tan abs.
Cap.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, if I could get calf implants, I would still. But anyways, yeah.
Easy to build, fam.
Work, it takes time, though.
Yes and no.
It takes time.
When it comes to your calves, it's just like building your arms. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Cause it's all a pump, right?
To be honest, you're probably on something there. You're probably on something there. That's my biggest focus this year will be my legs, and come September, I kid you not, I'm gonna blow y'all mind.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come run hills with us, bro.
Yeah, we doing hills.
Yeah,
we doing weighted hills.
Not on this hill. Not on this hill, brother. No, sir. Not on this one.
Yo, tune in. We doing weighted hills. Tune in.
All right. Shit, I'm gonna watch too, because I won't believe it. Nah, let's get into nutrition a little bit then. Because we live in a society with a bunch of lazy junk food eating motherfuckers and Uber eating son of a bitches. It's not looking good. And a lot of people are not cooking. Oh, Lord. Yeah.
You hit on the nail with that one.
Someone's going to have to say it. All them hot Cheetos, that might be cute. But your stomach in flames, bro. Remember, it's acid in that motherfucker.
Yo, man. Yeah, nutrition is heavy. Again, so I'm just going to base this off of kind of like where I've gone, what I've realized. I'm not no expert, but I do know what worked for me. And like, you need to look at yourself as a Ferrari. Like, you need to look at yourself as premium. I'm not putting 89, like I'm not putting 87 gas. I'm not putting the cheap stuff in my body if I'm high class premium. Mm-hmm. I'm taking premium gas, which is premium nutrition. You're right. Cooking meals, right?
Come on, bro. You're not even gas no more. You're electric.
This guy hit it on the nose, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, you need to look at yourself as premium. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there does come the days where you might have a cheat meal here and there, but like, you will definitely notice your performance will reach a certain level when you do eat clean and you eat healthily. Mm-hmm. I'm talking broccoli, I'm talking like sweet potatoes, I'm talking brown rice, I'm talking chicken breast, I'm talking lean ground beef. Like, if you don't want to eat meat, that's fine too. That's not even a problem. There's there's 100%. There's many ways. I love my meats. Pause. But like whatever. Yeah. I need to. Hey, we're gonna cut that part out. Yeah, no,
Yo, Mark! Yo! The boy say love meat, come outside.
Yo.
Alright, I'll cut that part out. Blooper though.
Yo! Ending statements, honestly, eat as clean as possible.
Absolutely.
Your results are going to be, like, amazing if you eat as clean as possible. 100%. I mean, if you want a dirty bulk, do what you got to do, but you will notice a difference in your performance 100% compared to if you're eating clean.
Look, everybody is different, no pun intended.
No, 100%.
Every body has a different body.
100%.
Okay? Let's start there. Just because you see your skinny, strong friends going to McDonald's every day, talking about, I love Big Macs, they give me the energy I need to push the weight I deserve to push. If you follow that motherfucker, you deserve a slap in the face.
Another thing I will say too, you need to know like your body type. Absolutely. If you're an ectomorph, endomorph, like you need to know these things. What is there, 3 or 4 body types? There's 3 body types.
3 body types. Yeah. So definitely knowing that, like, and that's a quick search because all you gotta do is just type in different body types. 100%. It'll show you
100%
where you fall under. It will give you the description of which one you fall under on that shit.
So literally on my journey, I started from like 110, super skinny, and then I needed to bulk. Mm-hmm. So literally like it involved a lot of eating, but eating the right foods. Because I thought that to put on weight quickly, I need to eat burgers, French fries, pizza. Like I just like calories, but like.
That's how you turn into a real yachty.
Listen. It has more negative effects than positive effects. That's I'll just put it that way. But like again,
you feel slow
to each. That's what I'm saying. Like sloth. Like like sluggish. Like I just drained. Like just like it's just I can't even express it in a word. It's just like
it just don't feel good.
It's just not it. It's just not it. And hey, like, the thing I love about the fitness journey is that, like, mentally and physically, like, you go through it, you go through your trials, you go through your do's and your don'ts, you know what works for you and what doesn't, and then you just keep it moving, you just keep it pushing. That's all it is. Trial and error is literally life. Life in a nutshell.
Yep.
Fitness in a nutshell.
Even when you raise kids, it's trial and error. You just gotta.
Hey,
it's a lot more error than trial. I'm gonna tell you that much.
You got kids?
No. Do you? No. Oh, good. I ain't got no time for that shit. You crazy? Kids now?
Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you?
I will say that the agenda in school, I feel as though that's just, it's a little much. Like pushing that into kids at an age where they're still growing and learning to know themselves.
It's not even that.
I just that is just the line for me. I just don't feel comfortable with that.
I heard someone say this, and after they said it, I can't see it any other way. You're teaching kids this information. I won't say nonsense because it's important to some people, if I want to be real about this. But you're teaching kids about this at a young age when kids barely know how to speak in general. And you're teaching them all this extra shit and confusing them.
100%. They can't formulate like. It's just you're still in the age of development.
Exactly.
Like I didn't even know what I wanted. Again, everybody goes through life not knowing like what they want to be, how they want to it's just at a young age you can't. I just feel as though you're just kind of throwing it down their throats.
See, my thing is let the kid be a kid. Like, ever since we lost Saturday morning cartoons, kids don't even know how to be kids no more. I won't even lie to you. Because when we had Saturday morning cartoons, dude, first of all, that shit taught us everything right. It taught us how to be punctual. To wake up in the morning.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
It taught us how to have a healthy and balanced breakfast from all them damn commercials that they were putting out at the time. Every show had a moral.
Yeah, I didn't look at it that way 100% with the shows, though.
Yeah.
Morals were embedded in the shows.
Exactly, bro.
Embedded.
No matter how dumb or stupid or, how annoying.
Embedded. Whether it was forgiveness, whether it was awareness, whether it was apologizing for stupidness, whether it was just facing adversities and becoming great after the adversities. Like, depending on the cartoon, there was a moral.
It taught us shit. And, you'll see it in shows like the early days of Pokemon, like Digimon, fucking, Jackie Chan Adventures.
Jackie Chan Adventures was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much shows on, I could remember watching, Fox in the morning, too. But, I can't even, I have to Google it, to be honest, with the shows.
Same,
but
because there's so much.
There's Bear, I can't remember. But, yeah, it's a different generation, man. It's just... Hey, kudos to y'all though. Y'all are leading the forefront. So,
yeah.
If anything, I will give them. They do fight for their rights. They fight. They go out. They support whatever the cause is.
Like I said, just let the kid grow up and be a kid. Let them be with their friends. Let them just be them. Period. That's it. That's all it has to be. I mean, it's not supposed to be difficult. You know,
when we were kids, we were outside.
There's nothing wrong with being outside, riding around the block with your squad, finding a porch to chill at. You know?
It was manhunt. It was low. Yo, we were outside.
That's what I'm saying.
We were outside.
Bro, outside with Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit. Just riding around, just trying to find people to play with. That's it. That's all it was. Roller skating.
Yo, oh man.
What? All of that.
It was a good time to be alive, man.
That's what I'm saying. The early 2000s era.
Who was the fastest kid on the block?
We
literally have runs.
Trust me, you go out in a soccer field. There's already people playing a pickup game of soccer. You just join in,
100%.
Just like that. No disrespect, nothing. All the disrespect comes within the game, not outside the game. That's it.
With the era we're living in now, technology is on the forefront.
Yeah, but it's making everyone lazy. Even ChatGPT now. It's making trainers look stupid.
Well, listen, there's an AI program where you can literally type in the person's age, the person's weight, what they're looking to accomplish in the gym, and it will give you a complete outline for that person on what to do. So you're now taking the whole elemental part of the personal training experience out of personal training.
That's an interesting topic because I know the solution to that. And I saw someone say the solution prior AI, and it makes sense. Because for trainers, the biggest mistake that they made was to sell a plan. Because you will get money from the plan, don't get it twisted, but you're supposed to sell the experience. Well, so you would have to get that person in the gym and show them
100%
why this is the path. If this is the path you want to go down, I'm going to show you how this is going to be fun, why it's important, and how this will benefit you later in your life. If you sell the experience instead of selling the plan, it will be more beneficial for your clients.
Depending on the trainer, because I know
Which
trainers
is
that
fair.
do have programs too.
Which
So
is fair.
and like again, their community in what they're selling is phenomenal, and they come with a lot of results because that personal trainer is literally working. Like you could see them. They're in the gym every day doing things outside that isn't being posted, but they're working.
One thing I will say about AI is I figured this out a long time ago when I really started looking into the AI shit. AI, regardless if it's for music, for graphic design, for fitness, whatever, everyone's saying, "Oh, AI is gonna take over and shit." It might take over it might put the new generation out of work, because mind you, they don't have like the fundamentals to actually get work done at a high level, right? But the people that's been doing the work, it will show how important it is to be personable.
I agree. 100%. I agree with you.
100%. If you're not personal with your clientele,
100%.
AI will come in and just do the work for you.
100%.
No
I
problem.
agree with you too. I agree with you in the terms of like, in general, being personable. A lot of people lack that characteristic.
Of course.
And then like I shouldn't say lack. It's just with some people, it comes more natural. With others, again, like everybody's different. So I'm not even trying to compare nobody, but I've seen somebody who is more personable excel in a certain field than someone who had the experience a lot of the times, right? So, depends.
And there's even like, there's different like areas where AI cannot touch.
100%.
And one of them is dance.
100%.
AI cannot touch dance. That's how important dance is.
I mean, AI could probably simulate a dance.
It can. No, here's the thing, because the way AI works is that it will take shit from the past and try to create something new.
Fair.
It would work for some people, but for the professionals, the ones that's been doing it, like what, like twins, you can't beat them. AI cannot beat them. You can't, because they get better with time. I ain't gonna hold you, because they're still performing. They're still battling.
They're still performing.
Exactly. Like, these guys are like, they're like the Jabberwockies. They're damn near endless. Like the Jabberwockies, like they put out like not they put out, but they did they introduced one of the Red Bull competitions in New York, I believe. And their set from that, it was about 6-7 minutes. I've never seen them move so great.
I hear you.
Not even like it was of course it was clean. Everything was like precise, clean. Right?
Always
but like
precise, yeah, sharp.
They looked healthy. They look like they can do this for a long period of time into their 50s, because they look good when they're on that stage.
They'll probably be doing it in their 70s.
They could. I ain't gonna hold you, because as long as they stay healthy, you ain't got no problems and nothing to worry about. You know.
That's true.
Let's get back on track now, because we kind of touched on nutrition and shit. All I have to say for nutrition is that you got to find your own way, or at least work with someone that can understand you and figure out how they can make it work for you. That's all I would have to say for that. So, let's move on. What's your favorite workout?
Ooh. Favorite workout? That's tough, because I have a lot, though. Honestly, like, weighted dips is probably one of my, like, favorite workouts to do. And then push-ups are, like, cream of the crop. So, like, I love, like, honestly, push-ups is probably like a fundamental exercise for both chest and shoulders, and you need to be able to do at least 10. It's funny, they came out with a stat saying that in North America, a lot of people, well, Americans can't perform more than 10 push-ups.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't surprised. It's America, bro.
It's scary to think, but yeah, like push-ups are a very fundamental exercise. I do love doing push-ups, and weighted dips are probably like the next favorite exercise I like to do. I'm an upper body guy. Like it's just I've seen a lot of growth in my upper body. Still working on the legs. Legs is gonna take some time, but we're getting there.
Still loading.
Hey, yeah, loading on max internet, you know, and max internet speed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No dial-up. No dial-up.
All right.
Yo,
got that AOL dial-up.
You know the beat? Bro, Dad picks up the phone. Yo, chill.
Yo, relax. It's just me in the gym. Don't trip.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. I mean, you'll Yo, there's so many exercises, man. A solid pull up, man. I know you said pull ups was yours.
Pull ups are my shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, I love it though, cause like anytime I go into the gym, regardless of where I'm at, I walk around like I look lazy and shit, just to gauge, just to see what people see. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, here come another lazy motherfucker. Oh, he gonna do pull ups? Oh no, this guy's probably gonna do 2. Next thing you know, I do 20 off rip. People look at me like,
but yo, I seen you in the gym, bro. You be flying though, and it's funny because I feel as though people might look at you and be like, "Yo, this guy, like he looks like a heavier guy, but I don't think he can do more than 10 push-ups." But literally, yo, you see literally this guy on the bar, and he's flying, like he's just like wings, bro. His arms aren't even on the bar. He's just flapping. It's crazy.
I love that experience because the next thing you know, people run up to me like, how in the fuck did you do that? Everywhere I go, no matter if it's the Y, Planet, Good Life, LA, the same thing always happens. How the hell did you do that? Always. And it comes from guys and girls. That's the crazy part. Super crazy, dude. So pull-ups are my favorite. I also love RDLs and deadlifts.
Okay.
Those are my shits.
Starting to get into deadlifts. Starting to fall in love with deadlifts.
You'll understand soon. Deadlifts are the truth, bro.
Yeah, no. They are. Staple, though. That's a staple exercise. 100%.
Absolutely. Because that's like legs and core.
100%.
You know? And that's... A lot of people sleep on that because they don't think about, if I just rep this out for about 20, I might feel different. And you really do. Okay? Off of one set, you'll feel different for real. And if you do it right, you can actually feel it in your abs and legs.
100%.
But if you want to feel that, you got to slow down your repetition. And if you don't do that, what are you really working?
That's another thing. That's a whole nother topic. Cause
this whole health and fitness topic can go on for hours. They can go on for 3-4 hours. This is just like the introduction type shit. You know? Just to help people understand it better. You know what I'm saying?
Just get a grasp.
Exactly.
Yeah, just get a grasp.
It's not as hard as people say it is. It's pretty simple. It just takes a lot of effort and consistency.
Emphasis on consistency, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, fun little topic. Let's get into the misconceptions. Ooh. The lies people are telling. Ooh. The dreams they're selling. Let's start with the dreams they're selling. Because they're selling a whole lot of bullshit out there.
Man.
And that's what gets people confused. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I'm just trying to remember what I heard when I first started working out, or when I first started taking it seriously.
Oh, I can give you one. The burners, the heat pills. That shit is bullshit. Okay, if you want to just sweat that bad, just wear a sweater. It's as simple as that. They're talking about if you take 3 of these pills before your workout, you'll sweat even more. If you just put on 2 sweaters, you will sweat just the same.
Literally, like it. I've never taken a burner though.
I did.
I will say, yeah, no, it depends though, cause like I started on the other side of the spectrum working out too. So like I was not trying to burn, I was trying to build.
Right.
So, man,
that's even more lies.
Man, it was like you need to eat junk food, like guys in the gym would like you'd ask. Okay, I remember going to the gym first starting out, walk up to these dude, right? Yeah. Really big dude. I'm like, yo, bro, how do I get like you? He laughs, man. He's just like, yo, you just gotta eat. You just gotta eat. You just gotta eat. You just gotta eat. But they don't tell you
how to eat.
Exactly. And I get it. Like, I think if you're in the gym and you're that guy who's trying to give advice, like, you're just like, yo, like, you're just like this scrawny kid who's now starting out, just eat. But, like, it's not a key for success. Like, if I knew earlier in the days that, like, eating clean would have brought me a lot more efficiency starting out, who knows what would have happened. But, like, again, when you go through trial and error, the journey is amazing. I'm telling you. Like, you will fall in love more with the journey than the end goal. 100%. But, man, eat. Like, no. It's like, don't get me wrong. Like, you gotta eat, but it's what you're eating. It's what you're eating. I'm telling you.
Even goes further as this, like, they'll tell you to drink water. They don't tell you how much water you're supposed to drink. They'll tell you to lift this weight. They won't tell you how to lift this weight or or which way to lift it.
So that's another thing. I'm here thinking that I need to be flinging around the most heaviest weight to get big.
Mm-mm. That's how you get hurt.
Brother. I nearly blew out my shoulder thinking that I need to be lifting 225.
I think I remember that.
Bro, I was done. My shoulder was done for 3 months. Not even. I think it was like 6 months.
Tendonitis or some shit?
It was frozen shoulder. Like, it was gone. Blown out. Another thing is people don't tell you have to stretch and work out. You have to warm up your muscles. So, like, again, these are things that, like, you will definitely mature in the gym, but, like, you need to be stretching. Stretching is a very, very, very important focal point in working out. 100% you should be stretching. If you're not doing it, please incorporate it.
Yeah.
Please. Please. Your muscles, your joints, your ligaments will thank you, I promise you.
Another kind of people you're supposed to stay away from is the people on YouTube selling you bullshit.
Man, so...
Don't listen to them, please.
I mean, right now, there's a lot of information out there, and it is very important to know where you're getting this information from and who you're getting it from, respectfully. So, like, we're on the podcast. We're giving you tips and tricks, do's and don'ts, things that worked for myself and my colleague here, right?
Yeah, for real.
So, like, number one thing I will say, like, you need to tread and do your own research. Don't just go run off with the information. Just don't go like, oh, well, this dude told me I gotta eat like 4 burgers and this and that to put on 20 pounds of solid muscle.
It might work for him, but it might not work for you. And at the same time, where are you getting these burgers from? Who's making it? Are you making it yourself? You got to factor all this shit in.
Should you even be eating burgers in the first place?
Exactly. Why don't you just have the actual ground beef and just, make a little stir fry with it instead of having it with some burger buns?
Or have pasta. Like, you can incorporate a lot of, like, yeah, there's just hearty dishes. Like,
exactly.
Grandma's cooking. Like, don't be eating processed foods because that is just, detrimental to your, like, it's just...
It gets worse and worse.
It gets worse and worse.
Because when you find out what they're putting in the processed food, and then you start to realize that a lot of processed food in America or in North America in general are actually banned in other countries.
It's insane.
The amount of things that are banned in other countries but we sell here.
What I even realized doing research on food is that there's chemicals in a lot of these processed foods that are called forever chemicals. You could even Google that. You could look it up. Like, these are chemicals in food that help, preserve it, but they last in your system for a very, very, very long time. Yeah. Which is scary.
Like, it's hard to get rid of. Like, that one myth where people were saying, like, when you have a McDonald's burger, it will stay in your system for, like, months on.
Or something, yeah.
You know what I mean? I heard that shit a while ago. That made me stop eating the burgers. You know? That shit, it's true.
Those fries though are crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, trust me, but that's crack itself. The heck, them shits are dangerous.
I haven't had a solid McDonald's meal in a really, really, really long time. Kudos, but man, those fries are just
they're devious.
They're crazy.
Those fries are devious. But like another thing I did through notice through research is like when I was going through all the foods that were banned in North America, that were sold in North America but were banned in other countries, you start to realize, like, wait, why are all these things banned? You know what I mean? 100%. All these foods are banned. Then you start to realize, like, I don't think they want us to be healthy like that. When you think about it. Because it's a nasty system that they have in place. And I'll reveal it. Now, if you're going to believe me, that's up to y'all. But I'm going to say it regardless. I think they have all these foods coming in from wherever the fuck because they want you to be unhealthy or they want you to be sick. Because at the end of the day, especially in America, where you have to pay for your health care, the more you get sick, the more money they'll get on them hospital trips.
That's deep.
You know?
That's deep.
But, like I said, you don't have to listen to me. I'm just putting it out there for someone to listen. You know? And if you make the change, that's up to you. I'm putting it out there just for y'all to hear. That's it. That's all it is. There's so many lies out there. It's just, you have to open your mind up and really understand what's going on around you. Once you figure that out, then you can move through life more efficiently and live a better life in general. You know, it's not hard to do these things. You just got to open up your mind a little bit. And it's not about being woke. Man, I hate that term. I ain't gonna hold you because that shit is capped to me, talking about woke. Like, it's not about being woke or anything like that. It's just being aware. It's just being self-aware. That's it. It's not difficult. We're adding all these words to the friggin' dictionary. It's just like...
It's pretty simple, to be honest.
We're making things more difficult with the more words that we create. And I don't understand why. It's like, go off on a tangent. When you say pro-black, pro-black is cool and all, right? But with every pro, there's a con, no? So now you're saying there's cons to blackness. When everything positive about being black is just what makes us great in general, right?
Listen.
Like, nothing has to be pro-black. It's just like, are you black or not?
Listen.
You know what I mean?
You gotta be careful with the words you say, 100%.
That's why I don't use these terms that they're putting 100%. Out, because I don't want to use them, because it just makes more... it causes more confusion.
It causes confusion, but also, like, you don't know what you're inviting, and if you don't know what you're saying.
Exactly.
100%. And everything has an opposite to what you say, right?
Yeah,
100%.
So with everything we talked about, let's look back at the COVID times now, because now you start to realize, with all the information we have, you start to understand what's going on at this point. And you start to realize why people are getting sick. Now, people are getting sick because they might be around people that are sick, yeah. Someone might have coughed in your face, sneezed in your face. You know, you might have touched something and never wash your hands. You might have been one of them white girls on TV that went ahead and licked a toilet bowl, and a week later you got COVID. But, you know, I won't do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's beyond me at this point. So you start to understand what's going on with COVID at this point, right? It's just the lack of information people have. That's it.
That's it in a nutshell, to be honest.
I just wish if more people had that kind of information, a lot less people would be dying.
But hey, our government allowed us to choose sides.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that should have never happened.
That should have never been that way.
If it was really united, we wouldn't be divided. That's a bar.
That is bars.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, it's just yeah, again, COVID was just like you're on either side of the spectrum, but it's sad now to see the repercussions of what that pandemic has done.
People lost their jobs because they never got the damn shot, you know? And it just, off of that, like, if they literally look and feel and, like, are healthy.
For me, I just didn't enjoy the fact that they secluded the people who didn't have a shot and they were able to go to the gym. They were able to work out. They closed the gyms and forced people to take a shot.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then...
And I mean, hey, like, there's people who are probably on a different side of the spectrum who, are all for it. I get everyone, has a choice in life. Right, left, right.
Absolutely. But it's just unfortunate.
It's 100%. It's sad, to be honest.
Everything that happened should never have happened because it divided us so bad. Like, it made us rethink everything. For the people that really were stuck inside, they were stuck.
Yeah.
Like, no one really needed to be that stuck.
I look at it from, like...
Or feel that stuck.
100%. Yeah, even, like... Again, like, when we were in school, there's no pandemic. But the kids growing up now, again, they're taking online classes. So they're missing out on interactions.
Those 2 years that they missed out.
Literally. And are still playing catch-up.
Some people, like, their graduation fell between that. Exactly. My graduation fell between that.
And different. Those kind of things will have its, like, repercussions, literally,
later on.
100%.
On your mental.
100%. 100%.
Like, your mental was, like, physically attacked during that time, and later on, because of that moment, it will mentally attack you again.
Literally. So, I definitely will say that, choose to focus on something that brings you joy, but allows you still to incorporate some form of physical activity and this is going to benefit you for your mental and physical. Is literally like what I will say. Just if you are dealing with anything that is a little overwhelming, 100%. I'm a spiritual guy. I would 100% say to pray. Open your Bible. Like, these are just things that bring a lot of comfort, even if you're not comfortable in that realm per se. Get back to something that brings you joy. Is what I'll say.
Another good example for that, because it could be anything.
It could be anything. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be physical. As a fitness guy, as someone who likes and enjoys fitness, do something active. Get outside.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with going outside. Like, for me personally, I'm going to start to admit this. So, like, at this point, everyone knows I dance. This is something I've kept hidden from.
I used to be a dancer too,
Nah, this is something I've kept hidden since probably like late middle school. Cause like growing up, like my influences were clearly like Usher, Jabberwockies, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson. Those were my go-tos.
Yo, you know what I watched recently? Sorry to cut you off. Yo, you got served?
Yeah,
Listen, bro.
That shit hit different.
Omarion? Marcus Houston, yo, fam, that movie was elite. Anyway, sorry.
That movie's legendary. Same with Stomp the Yard.
Yo, Stomp the Yard.
Yeah, Stomp the Yard is real, bro.
Stomp the Yard was real too.
That fraternity type shit.
Stomp
What?
the Yard was fire.
What? You know what I mean?
We really used to be dancing back in the day, though.
Yeah.
Like, really used to be dancing.
Like, movies like that, even like Step Up.
Yeah, I rate Step Up too.
Step Up is very underrated because people just see it as like, oh, it's some High School Musical. No, it's not. It's way more than that. It's way more than that, bro. That's like a love letter to dancers, low key. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it just...
That's real poetic, though. That's true, though.
It's for real, bro.
That's true.
And, like, seeing shit like that come out, even like World of Dance, like the competition shows.
World of Dance was nice.
Elite, America's Best Dance Crew, like, watching all that shit, it just gave us hope. You know, and it gave me hope. So, like, now that I'm starting to, like, own it, now what I do is, like, I practice a lot, right? To the point where it's my form of cardio. I be practicing dancing for 2 hours. Because those 2 hours are equivalent to doing 12,000 steps.
That's fire.
Right? So I'll just be outside just, like,
100%.
practicing. Like, I've made a couple routines. Like, I'm working on my second routine, but I've completed one that I can, like, record. And then I have the other routine that I learned from the studio I went to, Kindred Culture. Easy plug. Like, that's home to me at this point. You know what I mean?
Cute.
Even though I just started going there. But it already feels like home. You know?
No, that's amazing, though. And that's, like, I look at that, like, as a lot of cardio as well. Like, you're working on your cardiovascular. Mm-hmm. It's hand and eye, feet coordination. Like, you're putting in steps. Like, listen, like, it's funny how we overlook, like, simple activities. Mm-hmm. But literally, like, there's so much that you could do that you may not consider as fitness, but is still beneficial to your overall well-being.
Mm-hmm. And something interesting, that quote Bruce Lee had about, like, flowing like water.
Can't remember it off the top of my head right now.
Me neither, but
I do recall.
Yeah.
The quote.
Yeah, so that shit is true through motion, because, like, dance is technically a form of martial arts. Some people might say dance came before martial arts. You know what I mean?
That's deep. I feel like depending on what region, you know.
Absolutely.
100%.
But, like, hearing that quote and actually living through it, and then you have friggin' Goku. Let's be real. Ultra Instinct. It's the same thing. Flowing like water. Listen. Yo, when I was practicing out there, right, just not to, like, bring it to another tangent or some shit, I was dancing to this song called The Rottweiler, Method Man and Redman. Bro, I think I tapped into that shit for real. No, because here's the thing. I did something, okay, I'm going to bleep this part out too, but I did something to that song where it made me realize that shit is real. The Ultra Instinct's real. Or just flowing like water in general is real.
No, I believe it. Like, especially when it comes to dance, it's a form of expression. But Absolutely. I feel as though, like, depending on the song, the beat, the rhythmic, like, you could ultimately, I just feel like frequency, there's a lot of frequency in music. it's really I 100% agree with you in terms of like tapping into a part of whether it's your being or in a frequency where like you're literally just flowing.
Yeah. So to that song, it was hard for me to figure out how I would dance that song because I can easily crump, but I don't necessarily want to crump. I can do like a little 1-2 hip hop section. I don't want it to be the whole thing. 100%. So I thought back to this old movie with Jackie Chan in it called The Drunken Master.
That movie's elite.
Yeah, so watch this now. So the way he fought, I incorporated into that dance style. And that's how I pretty much unlocked that shit.
That's elite.
Yeah.
That's elite. Like, talking like, yo, listen, I watched Naruto.
Yeah.
I seen Brock Lee.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally.
When he took them weights off.
Take the sake, listen.
Yup,
my guy,
same thing.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Shit, bro. That shit is real. Because, like, yo, like, the simple movement. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm telling you. And
then I incorporated to that song.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, I just unlocked something different to the point where if I keep working on it, it could be my signature.
100%.
It could be my finisher.
Literally.
You know what I mean? If I was able to choose a song in a battle, which most likely I'm not, but if it so happens to come up, that's a wrap. Cause like I would have it hidden and I just like start swaying as if I'm drunk type shit.
Bro, could you imagine if we settled conflicts with dance battles?
Like the old days?
Bro.
That won't happen no more.
At all.
No.
Ever. There's a different generation.
It will never happen, especially since we have TikTok ruining dance technically.
Ooh, that's a different conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different thing, because, bro, we are not doing TikTok dances in the club. I'm sorry.
Nah, well, you gotta take that back.
I retract my statement.
There are 2 songs.
There's probably about 5 big tracks right now.
Right now, but there are 2 prominent songs that will make you move just like that. And one of them is I Just Wanna Rock and Shake Some.
Man.
Okay, it's the same shit. That Jersey Philly flow, that same shit.
Man, I'm from a different era, man. I'm sorry. Like, we just get down. Like, it's different, man.
Bring back Crumpin'.
Man.
Low-key, Crumpin', if you do it right, you're a force. You are a force on the dance floor.
Yeah, yo, Tiny Eyes was elite, bro.
Oh my god, them days. Fucking hell. The hip-hop clown from the Rise videos, the early 2000 era. Oh my god. I think we still have the VHS, I ain't gonna lie. Oh my, that shit was elite, bro.
Where did I? Yeah. No, I like that documentary, man. That docuseries was elite, man.
Legendary,
yeah.
Bro. And it was bad too. It wasn't like all like, it wasn't like sunshine and roses.
Oh no. It was
some
it was
dark
gritty.
It was gritty. But like it was settled with dance a lot of the time.
Yeah, it was gritty. And
that was like early gun violence days, so you wouldn't see it that much, right?
Facts.
But like, bro, shit was settled with dance for real. And that hit different. You never have that no more, bro. You will never have that no more. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is.
That's how it is. History often repeats itself. Who knows? But
listen, if it does repeat, I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. All I gotta do is go to a couple chiropractic sessions and some massage sessions. I'm right there. I gotta get these joints right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, bro. Hands aren't moving the same. Hands are not moving the same.
I'm making sure I'm making that happen. Okay. Like,
hey, again, ties into fitness. Take care of yourself.
Exactly.
You know
it's important.
Diet, everything. Man.
How much are you willing to put into yourself to produce a proper outcome? That's it.
Look at your longevity.
You know. No, that's all it is.
What you put in is going to come out.
Speaking about...
whether it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now.
Unfortunately.
God willing, we live to see 50, old age. It's a blessing. But, again, what you put in is going to come out. Mentally, what you put in your mind is going to come out. Physically, what you put in your body is going to come out.
Yeah, but unfortunately, when it comes to Jackie O...
Ooh.
She went too soon, man.
Damn.
Left that man with 3 kids.
Yo, it's that situation's sad.
3 kids.
That situation's sad, to be honest.
Because of social media. That's a very devious motherfucker when it comes to health and fitness.
Again, it's...
shit. Because she didn't need to do that surgery. You just had the kid. you didn't need to do that surgery. Your body was still recovering from the pregnancy. There was no reason to go out and do that mommy makeover. Now, a lot of people, like, it's unfortunate to see her go because of what she attempted to get done, but a lot of people never really looked into it. So, looking into the mommy makeover now, it's a package deal. It's more than one surgery. A lot of people think it was one surgery.
Yeah, I honestly thought, like, I heard the news, I thought it was one surgery.
It's about 4 or 5 surgeries done at once. Not necessarily at once, but back to back sometimes. You know? Like, you might get a butt lift. You might get stomach, like...
tummy tuck.
You know? Or you might get your tits done. You know, move fat here to there. But you're doing all this work where it takes months to recover. And you're doing it all at once. And these doctors package it as a deal for you know, to get more money.
Probably even to save time. It's just, it's sad though. It's... Who are you doing it for?
Social media. You're not doing it for your family. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it to stay on top in social media.
I feel like it... Yeah.
She looked good, yes.
The why has to be, like, it's again, influence, man. It's influence.
Unpopular opinion, to this day, fitness women, not fitness models, fitness women that actually be in the gym look far better than these girls that be taking all these, like, extra shit, going to get all these surgeries and shit. Look far better. Honestly. Like, really and truly.
If you're doing it for yourself, like, again, not specifically my taste, but if you're doing it for yourself, like, I'm not knocking you. Do whichever you want to do within your means, you know, but like, if you're doing it to please, to gain, like, again, you have to understand that, like, you're so much more than what you want to attract. Like, it's just, it's crazy. Like, your worth is just far more, bro, like, I can't even put it into words. It's deep, because it's just, like, I don't see the need or the purpose for it. I truthfully, I don't, as a guy. But, like, again, like, it's different. Like, if you...
It's different for women.
Yeah, it's different for women, 100%.
Here's the thing. When it comes to looking a certain way, women are in competition with other women. To the point where it becomes backwards thinking, because now you look like this because of these surgeries. People will come to you and say, girl, you be looking good. You be taking care of yourself. That paycheck took care of you. But at the end of the day, like we're talking, that food that you be eating is not really taking care of you. And it's the hard truth. Someone's going to have to say it.
Someone's going to have to say it.
You know, like, you can't stay quiet about this shit forever, because if you don't say something, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. It's going to get to the point where people actually die, just like what happened.
Literally. That's true, though. And for what cost?
It's not a real
Who do you... She left behind 3 kids, sorry. 3 kids.
Because I'm pretty sure she still could have got those deals, those ads, those promo deals, all that shit. If she didn't really focus on that shit too much.
Exactly.
She didn't need it. First, you need to recover. That's the first thing you need to do, recover. Then choose what you want to do after. You can still go out and get that shit because you have ties to Wild 'N Out and Nick Cannon.
Exactly. But it's crazy because, like, she's not the only person who's passed away through these procedures.
There's so many people who pass away from these things.
Who just don't have the platform.
And it's women believe in the dream that if they go out and get this shit done, that it'll make their life better. A lot of the time it does, but you're not living a real life.
It brings a lot of temporary fulfillment.
It honestly brings more negativity than positivity. Because, yeah, all those people might be cheering you on and shit. But like I said, when it comes to women, they're in competition with themselves. So even though they're cheering each other on, when they walk away, it's like, why should I have to look like that? Now I got to go out and do that shit type shit, you know? It's just constant competition. It's just like, who are you really doing this for at this point? Because as a man, personally, I do not like that. And I've stated that before on this podcast multiple times. That's not my preference. Because it doesn't show that you've put in work into anything. It just shows that your money bought you this.
Because if we're being honest, like, it brings appeal, but to what extent?
You're going to get the attention.
100%. And exactly, it's like, are we doing this for the validation? Do you want to be seen? Do you want, like, like how much attention do you need? Like, do you want money to come with the attention? Like, it's just.
If you want to be seen so bad, just do something where you will actually get seen. You know,
But that's the thing. Like, do they have a lot to offer?
That's why you got to build upon yourself. But of course, things like that take time, and if you want to cut down that time, then I guess you know what to do. Is it the right thing to do? Then that's for you to decide. Me personally, I don't think that's the right thing to do. It makes it worse. Because yeah, you look good, but what's your heart saying? Your heart starts to get heavy.
What's the heart posture looking like?
You know? Like, how do you feel on the inside? Does everything feel right? Does it hurt when you sit down? Does it hurt when you stand up? Does it hurt when you're in them heels all the time? Of course. Especially when them high-ass heels, walking around all up and down the street and shit. I'm not trying to knock your style. Because women can dress however they want to dress.
100%.
But I'm talking about the inside.
Yeah, I know.
How do you feel on the inside? You know? And that's the real questions people need to be asking. Look at Black China. She came back.
Yeah, right.
She came back.
I'm honestly like proud of the journey, like because she found Christ. She got baptized. Like she's trying to change her life around. And again, like I have a lot of respect for that because again, she like God has a funny way of showing us conviction to the point where like we need to change our life. Like you need to change your direction because you're just constantly going down a path of destruction. Like whatever lane, whatever life looks like, if it's not bringing you fulfillment, like these things in life ultimately are going to vanish one way or another. Like when you leave this place, it's you're not taking anything with you.
Taking yourself.
100%.
You're not even taking those implants you got put into you.
Hey, talk to them. So it's like there's a lot of temporary enjoyment and fulfillment. I'm not knocking anybody who wants to get like work done. It's just like you need to know why you're doing it, and ultimately if it's for yourself or it's to please anyone around you, whether it's for attention, like whether it's to propel you to where you think you need to be, like just you need to ask these questions like personally, because it's not, again, I feel as though it's not gonna bring what you ultimately want. And if we're going back to Black China, like yeah, again, like I'm just extremely proud of like the journey that she's going through.
Like,
I
felt joy when I saw that because keep in mind, like the new women rappers that are coming out now, they're living through themselves and not living through like what people want them to be.
Yeah.
3 major ones is Glorilla, Lola Brooke, and Scarlett. 3 major ones that are living through their talent,
literally,
instead of their image.
100%.
And the talent shows because the music's good.
100%.
What?
100%.
It's just refreshing to see these things because it gives people hope. You know, because like people look up to these rappers.
They have a platform.
Exactly.
They have a platform, so it's like
if we have more people coming out like that now, then it will really show where we're going in life. You know what I mean? Because right now, like all the music coming out, I ain't gonna lie, it might sound good, but like it makes us more lost and found. And remember, when you go into that big church in the sky, you come as you are. You know what I mean? Same way how you go to church nowadays, you come as you are, no?
100%. The Lord says, "Come as you are."
Exactly. So. Shit.
So yeah, it's ultimately speaking, you need to ask yourself these questions.
Yeah, and that's part of the mental health journey too.
It's Men's Mental Health Month.
Yeah, even though we're talking about women, but mental health is mental health.
Mental health is mental health.
Period.
Yeah.
You know, it's just these things are important, huh? You got to really think about these things. You're not really taking the time and just like sitting down and just thinking to yourself for a little bit. You're gonna have to start somehow, some way, and not meditate, and not like watch a video where people's telling you how to like act on like some video therapy type shit. Sit with yourself and answer the difficult questions. That's the only way things will turn out right.
100%.
You know, if not, then who knows what's gonna happen at this point, you know? Like the last thing I want to see is another Jackie O thing go down or anything like that. or just another pandemic where just people just like get sick again and just like more people are dying than the last time.
Literally.
Cause it like they literally said there could be another one. It could get worse.
I heard that.
Yeah, and I'm just like, bro, we just got out of this.
I heard China's like battling one right now. But again, like, do your research. Because there's a lot of information out there, whether it's true, whether it's false.
And don't just half-ass the research, you know. You're going to have to take some time to really, like, study this shit. The same way how you study to pass a test, pass an exam, it's going to have to be the same way how you look into these things, because this is your life we're talking about. And that's the biggest exam, you know? The biggest exam you'll ever have.
You only get one life.
Exactly. And don't be on that YOLO shit talking about you only can live once, do whatever you want. No, that's not how it works. Because... trust me, you're not doing the right shit if you're going by that logic. Believe me. You only live one life. You gotta live it the right way.
Live it truthfully, live it justly.
Absolutely.
Be honest with yourself and with the people around you. What I realize is God is not gonna bless the person you pretend to be. You gotta be real.
You gotta be.
Gotta be.
And it can, like I stated before, like this can come down to your friend group. This can come down to like who you keep your circle, the environment that you're in, all that shit. I touched on all this shit already on the other episode, so.
100%. Hey, but it all comes in. It all comes full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all comes full circle.
Yeah, so, well, I guess we can end it there, bro. How do you feel? How do you feel being here?
Yo, this is nice, man. I like the luxurious spot we got going on here.
Yeah.
The podcast, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, yeah. It's been a pleasure, man. I love speaking fitness. I love speaking encouragement. Motivation, like everybody needs it. I don't care who you are and what part of life you're in, like everybody needs support, and we're all battling our own situations, financial, physical, mental, like we all have our own battles. Personally, like, yeah, it's just uplift, encourage. For me, Bible's my biggest sword. I rely on that 120,000%. Will never change for me. I've just seen a lot of growth, a lot of change in my mental perspective and mental strength, and it's just also just given me like a lot of clarity and a lot of peace. And that's the greatest thing that I can honestly say is that, bro, everybody wants to wake up peacefully, no issues, I mean, you will have your issues, you will have your problems, but once you know the God you serve, man, this guy got your back, man. God spins the block for me, eh?
For real, bro.
He spins the block for me. For all.
Yeah.
For all.
Yeah.
But you gotta trust in him. But he spins the block for all.
Yeah.
That's my G. But yeah, bro, honestly, it's been a pleasure. I gotta come back again. I wanna do, I don't even know what's next on the docket, but
it could be anything. I don't discriminate.
Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll I'll have my people talk to your people.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
You know why. You know why.
People talk to your people. We'll cut it up.
Yeah,
we'll do it up. But yeah, no, this has been extremely fun. Can't lie. It's my first, 2 with you.
Yeah.
Support this guy. Listen, support this guy. He's working hard day in, day out to bring you guys really real, truthful content. Support this guy.
Yeah, bro, be like that. I do talk a lot of fuck shit, but I need to bring some sort of comedy to it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You gotta sprinkle, you know what I'm saying?
A little dash, a little 1-2, you know what I mean?
Salt.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget that cayenne pepper.
Hey.
Scotch bonnet.
Hey, we season over here.
No, real shit. We seasoning this shit for real, bro. This ain't no regular podcast. Trust me.
We're not doing salt and pepper.
No, sir.
No. We marinate.
Yeah, for real, bro. That day over marination, you know what I mean? Yeah, leave it in the fridge for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? 24 hours if you got to.
24 hours if you got to. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, trust and believe me, bro. But yeah, bro. Shit, it's been another episode of Master Energy Podcast. Yeah, bro. We out of here, bro.
I love my meats. Pause. But like whatever. Yeah. I need a. Hey, we're gonna cut that part out.
Yeah, no, Yo, Mark! Yo! The boy say love meat, come outside.
Yo.
Alright, I'll cut that part out. Blooper though.